Hello, welcome to this episode of Through My Teeth. I'm having to sit on the ground because I need to get a new laptop. Like, it keeps telling me that my disk is full. What the fuck is the disk of the laptop? If somebody knows how to work a MacBook, like, I swear, I fear that with a new generation coming up, where I'm gonna be the one left behind. Like, you know how like we make fun of our parents for not knowing how to do shit on the internet? That's gonna be me. And that's fine. I don't want to be that fucking idiot, but I just like, I don't want to sit on the ground. I don't want to have these fucking headphones on. But let's just hope this is the third time I'm recording this fucking episode because it keeps lagging, and I just re-listened to it and it was like bah, 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 bah. So anyways, hopefully this is the last one. Third time's the charm. But I'm gonna be sitting on the ground just so I can keep an eye on my laptop that is sitting very pretty right here. But hello, oh my god, happy New Year's. Face reveal, closet reveal. I am in my closet. This is my beautiful walk-in closet that my dad made for me years ago, that I have now transformed into this little pod studio for myself. But I'm so excited for you guys to actually see it. I spent so long working on it. Everything in here is thrifted, and except for this little IKEA shit here that took actually so fucking long to put up. It's like a floating desk. You can't really see the bottom of it. But my dad and I like broke it having to like put it into the wall. But here we are now, and I feel very cutesy today, so I'm like, bitch, I need to record this episode. Also, just coming into the new year, I have a real goal for okay, cool, we're still recording. A real goal for what I want this year to look like for me. And if you were here from last year, from episode 1 when it was just audio, welcome back. I love you with my entire fucking soul. You have no idea. But this episode, I just wanted to kind of talk about, you know, the goals that I had for last year and how they're gonna snowball and manifest in this year. Like, last year I had a goal of, you know, 10 episodes before my birthday, or on my birthday, which was in November. And I recorded an episode with a friend of mine that he was my first guest, but things kind of didn't work out because he didn't really like how he looked in the episode, and blah blah blah, these things that also made me realize that I need to have people fucking sign something, like sign their rights away to that I own this video now. You can't say that you don't like it. But out of respect for my friend, I did not upload it, which sucks because I thought it was really good and it was very cool, but that kind of derailed a little bit of what my plans were going into this year. You know, I wanted to have 10 episodes out, and this will be number 10. So, or number 1 in video format, which is very exciting for me. But not uploading an episode in November and not uploading one in December, you know, I kind of, after I had spent a week editing that and him being like, oh, you can't upload it, I was like, you know, I was really in the dumps, and I was like, just not like feeling like, damn, do I even want to do this? Like, what, like, is that worth it? Blah, 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 all of these things, self-doubting things that, you know, your brain kind of spits out at you. But I took the month of December to really figure out what I want, you know, this podcast to look like. And I thought, you know what, it's fine. Things happen for a reason. Things work out differently for a reason. And in reality, I want the first episode to be like in my space that I took so long curating, you know, and thrifting for and everything. So here we are, and I'm so happy that you guys are here. But I kind of wanted to, you know, talk about that whole derailing type of thing for me because I was on a run a couple weeks ago, and I want to say that I'm a consistent runner. I was really good about it at the beginning of last summer. And usually I just run when I'm not feeling the greatest about myself, which isn't a good thing. I want to, same thing with like creating art, you know what I mean? Like, I want to make art. I want to run and be exercise and be healthy and do exercise when I'm also feeling, you know, good about myself, you know. It doesn't really work out in your favor when you only do those things when you are down in the dumps and feeling shitty about yourself. But regardless of that, I was on a run a couple weeks ago, and So I'm not a very consistent runner anymore, but I'm trying to do that. And there's this park around my house that I run around. I think it's like 2.7 miles, I believe. I might be wrong. But typically my, what I do when I run around there is I run for a song, walk for a song, run for a song, walk for a song. But this time I was feeling a little crazy, and so I just pushed myself. I just started running and I didn't stop for like 15 minutes. Um, and I never used to believe that a runner's high was a real fucking thing. I didn't think that that was real. I thought it was a ploy to get people to exercise. Even as an athlete, like even I played lacrosse in high school, I played soccer in elementary school. Like I didn't believe y'all, or I would like almost try to gaslight myself into being like, oh yeah, like I felt that I've definitely had experienced a runner's high before. But like I never used to understand why people did track or like would dare run a marathon, until a couple weeks ago when I finally like crossed that threshold and I was like, wait, I'm floating right now. And it was fucking magical. It was unlike anything else I've ever experienced. And if you've experienced a runner's high, then you know what I'm talking about. But it was amazing. And I was running, blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, okay, maybe I should, give myself a checkpoint. Like at that tree, I'm going to stop running. My face is really hot. I haven't ran in 3 months. Maybe I shouldn't be pushing it. I'm going to give myself a fucking heart attack. So I was like, okay, let me slow down, whatever. I stop, I'm catching my breath, and then I begin again, right? And as I start to begin again, I have this thought of like, oh my God, now I have to build it up all over again. Like I don't know why, like I thought like, okay, like you just start off the run again with runner's high. And I had that realization of like, oh my God, now I have to build it up again. And that sucks. But also I know that I'm capable of feeling that again. And that was really motivating. And I related that back to how shitty I was feeling about not being able to upload an episode in November and in December. Like I was just feeling like with me being like as consistent as I possibly was last year with releasing an episode once a month, I felt like I was on this sort of groove, on this like runner's high a little bit of like, okay, like I the confidence is there, the courage is there, like just keep riding that high, And it wasn't until I didn't upload an episode in November or December that I was kind of panicking and scared that I was, having to build it up all over again, having to build up this courage all over again. And that's exactly what this is like. And I feel like, because at the beginning when I first uploaded my first episode ever, I was so scared. I was terrified to upload it. I didn't tell anybody about it. I didn't like post it on my Instagram story, nothing, because I was so nervous about it. And it wasn't until like episode 2 and 3 and 4 where I was like, oh wait, I can find my voice. I understand, how to do this and stuff like that. And I was feeling more confident as I went on. Again, like, feeling that sort of progression and riding the wave of that courage was really encouraging. But now that I had stopped, I was met with the fear of, am I going to feel that all over again? Am I going to have to build it up all over again? And yes, this is exactly what I'm doing. But now the difference is that I know that I can get there, right? Same thing with the runner's high. I know that I can get there. And that gives me so much hope in what this is going to turn into and what I want this podcast to look like and be about. And hopefully actually, gain some real courage from also being on camera, and having you guys like look at me is really intimidating, but also very exciting. I'm hoping that it does magical things for my face dysmorphia. I don't know, I might go up and down about it, but that's what this is about. And I'm feeling very cutesy today. My hair came out amazing. I love this top. This is from my friend Gabby. She sells vintage. It's actually a dress, but you can't see the bottom of it. I'm wearing jeans under it anyways, so it's a top. But I'm a sucker for a good collar. It's Giving Wednesday, and I'm really into polka dots right now. Polka dots on me, polka dots on trees. Everywhere I see polka dots, everywhere I go, polka dots I see. That is a poem I wrote when I was in the 3rd grade. It was like I was sitting on the couch waiting for my mom to get ready for church, and she was wearing a polka dot dress and I was wearing a polka dot dress, and I remember writing those lines down, and I think about her quite often because that changed kind of the trajectory of my life and my poetry writing life, because I write everything I see. Writing is my life is my writing. And anyways, polka dots are in. I love polka dots at the moment. Also, pinstripes are one of my favorite things at the moment as well. And anyways, yeah, this episode is just about building up the courage to to start over, and that it's okay to start over, and how beautiful it actually feels to start over. And I'm so excited for that. Yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. Oh, actually, sorry, because of the runner's high thing, I have been quite literally relating everything to a runner's high. And this last year I discovered that I really like tuna, like canned tuna. I used to think that shit was disgusting. Like, when people would eat like a tuna sandwich, I'd be like, don't fucking come near me with that stinky ass shit. But I've gone back on my word, and I recently have discovered a love for canned tuna. And I posted this like note that I wrote in December on my Instagram story that was like, eating canned tuna is equivalent to a runner's high. And that then snowballed into me writing a poem about canned tuna, and I'm gonna read it because I think it's so funny. And actually I really enjoy, I think that I'm gonna do a poem every episode, because I think that would be fucking cool to do that. And I wrote on this side of it, I said, no one is coming to save me, not even canned tuna. So I'm serious. But it goes, whenever I eat canned tuna, I imagine it eating away at all my mean little thoughts inside my brain. Like it knows something I don't. Like it knows where to look. I never used to believe that food could change the discomfort of the life inside my brain, until I pushed through the disgust of knowing I'm eating baby fish inside a can with chips and mayo. But I like to believe that canned tuna likes me back just as much. I think it forgives me for using it as a mood stabilizer, for hating it for years, for embracing it far too late. And the truth is, I don't think I ever asked canned tuna for forgiveness. I admit I am guilty of loving something into forgiving me, and I admire its full embrace of me too. And that's it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this short, cute, sweet little episode, and I hope you enjoy, this video as much as I'm enjoying making this video. But thanks so much for listening. If you've been here since episode 1, I love the fuck out of you, and there's no words to describe how much, these listeners mean to me. So thank you so much for your ears. I love you so much. Bye.